fucking hate drawing with a pen, yo. You can't erase with a pen. You just have to like draw a different line next to it. You know. So my cousin said she wanted a pocketbook with the Obamas on it. Blind, what up, dog? Nah, it looks kind of fucked up right now, but I think when I put the paint on it, it'll look a lot better. Oh, I didn't flip the camera around either. So yeah, I don't normally draw with a pen on a pocketbook. We'll see how it comes out. uh, Let me turn this down. Say, just got in from work. What the fuck, bro? Man, you work third shift, man? Or from, work that fucking 11 to 7 shit, yeah? I can't do no 11 to 7, bro. Drawing with pen on a pocketbook? That shit look kind of fucked up. That shit look, I don't know, it looks weird. It'll be alright though. I put that paint to it. Put that paint on there, it'll look like Obama. Oh, that is right. You did say you was doing the left shit, yo. Yo, man, I was watching this fucking video. A lawyer. He's an attorney. Works for his local courthouse and everything. But he does Uber on the side. You know what I'm saying? So he's a lawyer and an Uber driver. And he got pulled over for some minor moving violation. And the cops is all harassing his ass. He was like, fuck that. He started recording that shit, yo. Pull out his phone and shit. He was like, I just want you to know that you guys are being recorded right now for your safety and my safety. And the cop walked up and was like, you can't record me. You can't record a police officer on duty. He was like, is that like a new law or something? Did y'all just make that up? He's like, it's fairly new. Like, he's like, how new? Like, yesterday? He's like, because I'm an attorney and I have not heard that fucking law that you cannot record an officer on duty. And the cops just started fucking grilling his ass. And then whoever he had a passenger in a car with him, going to take him to his destination or whatever. And so they got the passenger out. They're all harassing this dude, going through all his pockets and shit. And he was like, look, man, he called for an Uber. He said he's going to this location. That's all. I don't know the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's just in my car. And so the passenger's outside the car, and the cops are taking everything out this dude's pockets, right? And setting it in the passenger seat in the car. And the other officer's like, is that yours? Is that yours? He's like, dude, it came out that guy's pocket. None of that stuff right there is mine. It's in my car now because your officer buddy set it in my car, but none of that stuff belongs to me. And, oh, can we search your vehicle? You're not going to fucking search my vehicle. Oh, well, we're going to bring the K9 unit out. I don't give a fuck. Bring the K9 unit out, though. Y'all want to search that shit? I don't have any drugs in my car. If you find any drugs in my car, it's one of these passengers or one of your officers plant some shit in my fucking car. But they That whole shit about you can't record a police officer, he stopped that shit dead in his tracks. Like, bruh, pure harassment, yo. Pure harassment. Damn, my controller's dying. Can't believe my controller's dying. But yeah, it's against the law to record police officers. He's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And then when he told him I'm an attorney, he's like, and bro, this dude had a t-shirt on. Swear to God, his t-shirt said, know the law. That's what his t-shirt literally said, know the law. He's like, I'm an attorney. He's like, oh, and an Uber driver? I'm like, yeah, bitch. So what the fuck did that mean? I can't make extra money? He's like, dude, yeah, I'm an attorney. I work downtown at the city hall, and I drive Uber. How long have you been driving Uber? He's like, for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. So what the fuck? That dude, I mean, that shit was so fucking funny. Like you say, just pure harassment. And it's a white dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, it's cops are just, bruh. Motherfucker is out here just trying to get some scratch, you know what I'm saying? Bitch, I'm just trying to get some change in my pocket, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all harassing me. Y'all harassing my passengers. Now y'all taking stuff out my passenger pocket and putting it in my vehicle. Talking about you about to call the K9s. Dude won't have none of that shit, yo. He was like, now if your dog alerts any kind of scent on my vehicle after you've placed all this stuff here, I'm not taking the blame for anything. Oh, did I say you were? Well, look, I know how this goes. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and this is my vehicle and I'm driving, so normally I would be responsible for anything in my vehicle, but I'm not playing this game with you guys. Well, you just sit tight, and I never said you were gonna be responsible. Yeah, that cop started fucking bitching up, like, yeah, you fucking with a lawyer, and you're just a pig. This lawyer fucking knows your job probably better than you do. I thought I turned that music on. Alright. Yeah, my controller died. It's so blatant. That shit was so blatant. Like, yo, my fucking studio is junky as shit right now. Just got shit laying everywhere. Need to clean this bitch up, man. What do you do for work? Bitch, I'm at work now. I just, you know the little clicky pins? You click the pin to make the point come out. See, there's a little spring inside there that makes you click the pin like that. I'm the guy that puts the spring inside the pins. That's what the fuck I do for a living, bitch. I put the spring inside of ink pens. Fuck. What do you do for a living? Bitch. Well, I pimp your wife out. What else the fuck do you want me to do, bitch? Like, I don't know. I don't for what I understand, for most people it is just like extra money, but I know like matter of fact, I know like 2 other people, and one of my homies, she drives Uber, and that's all she does. Is just drive Uber. There's a dude I work with, he got a DUI last year, lost his license, he can't drive. So to get to and from work, he takes Uber, and he has like he has the same Uber driver, like a fucking chauffeur. I guess they got some kind of arrangement where she just brings him to work every day and picks him up every day, and that's all she does. She's just an Uber driver. Like, what else? I mean, if you can make enough money doing that shit, why do something else, yo? He's like, that's it? Look, bitch, obviously I'm making enough to motherfucking feed myself, my family, bitch, pay my bills. Why is you worried about? What else do you do? You drive Uber? That's it? You don't do nothing else? What else? Bitch, why you ain't got no car? Huh? Where your car? Where you work? You don't make enough money to buy a fucking car? How come I got a vehicle and you don't? You going to work, right? I'm taking you to your job, but you can't afford no car. But I got a vehicle and you asking me what else I do for a living. Bitch, obviously I'm doing enough where you gotta call me to take you to your damn job, your place of employment. And me, I work my own fucking hours, bitch. Now you about to pay me. You see how my job work? Give me my money. What else I'm supposed to do, bitch? I'm making money. I'm making money right now. You about to pull some dollars out your wallet, and I'm about to put your dollars in my wallet. You know, that's how this shit works, bruh. Your dollars in my wallet, cause I'm providing a service. What else do you do? What the fuck else do I need to do, bitch? Huh? I'm providing a service to the community. Giving your punk ass a motherfucking ride. Bruh. Damn. Boy, this nigga tripping, bro. Bruh, I ain't cleaned my brushes off last night. Holy shit, man. This nigga tripping. Holy shit, man. How the fuck did I do that? These brushes been sitting here all night with paint on them bitches. It's a good thing I paint every day. See, a motherfucker do that shit and don't paint every day. You come here 3 days later, your brush is hard as a bitch, and you ain't never gonna use them again. Damn, trap. This dude is slipping, and one of these brushes brand new, like new. Like, that's the first time it got paint on it. And the paint just stayed on it. Like, fuck it, bitch. You gonna get broken in good your first go round. Yeah, you like that. Black paint, too. Make you sleep with some black paint on your ass. See if you feel any different about yourself tomorrow. Shenanigans. See if sleeping with some black paint on you make you question your outlook on life. Is this what dark skin is about? So what do you do for a living? I drive Lyft. And what else? The fuck else I'm supposed to do? You want me to go sell some drugs? Want me to pimp your wife out? Huh? Want me sex traffic your kids? What else the fuck do you want me to do, bro? I got a legit gig, nigga. Calm the fuck down. What else do you do? How many jobs do you got? You got more than one job? You don't make enough money to afford a car, I can tell that. What? he just a bartender? Oh, that's it? You're just a bartender, huh? What else do you do other than bar? So you basically live on tips, right? Oh bruh, my bad, bro. I ain't even mean it like that. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to start a conversation. I ain't mean to offend you or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mean to offend you, man. Wait, so what the fuck you do? I'm a bartender. And what else? Uh, no, oh, so your bartending job. So you only bartend at one bar? You don't try to do the bar in the club, in the casino, in the other bar at the hotel? You don't do no? You don't do that? Oh. And your bartending job don't pay you enough to afford a car payment, some insurance? No? Why the fuck you questioning me about what the fuck I do then, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Yo, you should tell him, like, hey, you need to quit that shit. I would tell you to become a Lyft driver, but you gotta have a car to do that. And not just any car. You gotta have like a newer, you gotta have a nice car, you know what I'm saying? You can't have some 88 Pinto talking about you about to be a Lyft driver. Like, nah, nigga. This shit gotta be 2000, what it is, like 12 or better, 2013 or better. You need a new car. But, you know, working that bartending job, it might take you a couple years to save up for a vehicle. It might take you a couple years to save up for a vehicle the way you going. Like, what do you do? That's it? Yes. So special. I'm telling you. So special. These motherfucking kids out here questioning the grown ass man. Fuck out of here, bitch. And what else? Bitch, what else I need to do? You better be lucky I'm here. Your punk ass wouldn't be getting the fucking work now. I'm going to mix some drunk ass dude a motherfucking Long Island iced tea. Why you smelling like fucking the grease bin all day? Wiping off a greasy counter all day. Nigga, I'm riding around listening to what the fuck I want to listen to in the AC or the heat, whatever the weather depends on, man. Chilling. I make my own schedule. And if I don't like a motherfucker, I kick his ass out my damn car. Get the fuck out, man. You know what? You call somebody else, man. I hope you can walk from here, bitch. I'm tired of hearing your shit. Get the fuck out my car. Yo, love, for some reason, man, you trying to get that attention. I understand, man. I see your comments. I kind of saw something you said earlier. That shit looked like it was some bullshit. So I was really trying to ignore you. Talking about cut your head off. I don't know if you was trying to talk, jump in on the conversation with me and my man Blunt. But that was kind of weird. But what up, man? I don't play GT5, man. I got that shit. I got it since day one, since it first came out like 5 years ago. So I don't still see why people still play that game, because it's 5 years old. That shit they just keep adding little shit. I don't know. No. I'm turning on my laptop because I'm about to ban you from my channel right now. I hate motherfuckers who come in here and try to say some shit and be like, oh, you're just playing, or sorry, and all that shit, man. Let me log on to my laptop so I can get some motherfuckers out of here. Like this little pecker dude. he thinks I'm his dad. That's my man's in there. What up, bro? Yo. Nah, shit. What you doing? You about to go down there now? They make what? They make cups. Yogurt cups. I remember you said that you about to. So you going to Wilkes-Barre right now? Yo, if for $18, man, see if they got more than one position open. I'll come down there too. And tell them straight up, like, tell them, man, I've been doing this shit for 5 years too. Tell you got somebody, man. If they got an extra position, make a loyal employee. Yeah, yeah, shit, I would ride down there with you. But I ain't wanna shit. I ain't scheduled no appointment down that bitch. But I would go down that bitch with your ass. Yo, you want me to? You want me to ride with you? What? Man, I'm streaming right now, man. I'm about to paint. Yeah, yeah, do that. Oh, you about to leave out the door right now? All right. But shit, I need to get that thing from you later on too. All right, for sure. I'll holler at you in a while. All right. So my man, he used to work at the company with me because I've been working at the same company for like 5 years. You know what I'm saying? My man came in there last year, got the gig down pack and everything like that, whatnot, whatnot. But then, yo, why can't I? But oh, I gotta go to my channel. My man got fired for some dumb shit, yo. He got fired for real for some dumb shit. But he worked there a little more than a year. So even when they fired him, he was able to collect unemployment. And he said he got a call. He ain't even applied. Like, well, most people, I don't know. First of all, you got to have a job long enough to even qualify for unemployment. A lot of people don't even know how unemployment works. But um, anyway, you have to actively seek employment when you're receiving unemployment benefits. And so he said a company contacted him that he didn't even apply to. And it's like local. It's like, yo, I seen your application. I see you got experience doing this type of work. We got a spot for you starting at $18 an hour. I was like, what? Because the company I work at, yo, these motherfuckers start at $12 an hour. I'm like, bruh, if these motherfuckers gonna start you at $18 an hour to start, see, I don't even make $18 now. I'm close to $18, real close. But damn, if I go some way and start from the bottom, making 18, man, in 2 or 3 years, and I'll be making fucking $25 at that bitch. I might have to I already told my man. Hello? Hey. No. He took a half a spot. Yeah, he took that half a spot and I just pulled in there any fucking way. I'm gonna pull out and get in your spot. Exactly. Alright. Well, Tamar said he gotta enter. Well, he's gonna go talk to his company. Basically doing the same thing, extrusion process, but they make yogurt cups. They starting at $18 an hour. He said he riding down to Wilkes-Barre right now. I was gonna go with him, but I'm streaming. And plus, he said he was halfway across town anyway. He said he gonna come by here when he leave Wilkes-Barre. But I guess their main office is in Wilkes-Barre. But he said the work location is in Pittston, which isn't too far. Yeah, but shit, he said starting off $18, man. Once you get the hang of the ropes, man, they give you the full shit. It's like you go up to $21 an hour as an extrusion operator. Yeah. So I just want to see what kind of hours it is. So I told him like, go ahead down there, talk to them people first, and give me all the info and the scoop on that shit. When you get back, shit, I might go down there and apply for that shit tomorrow. And really and tell the company, fuck you, bitch. And then go ahead and walk away from that shit. Huh? And that thing, man, these meetings are gonna take place in 2 weeks, babe. I'm not gonna switch jobs in 2 weeks and have all that shit. Like even if I do go to this new company, that should be already handled by them. Should be. Mm. All right. So this motherfucker, the first thing he said was, "Shut up." Then he said, "Cut your head off." Then he said, "Hi." Then he said, "Sorry, how are you?" You're a fucking confused ass little bitch, yo. You know that? Love FFS. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Motherfucking weirdos. Hammer time. Oh, hammer time. God damn, boy. $26 an hour. That's on a slow day? Holy shit, nigga. I gotta get me a newer car, man. My car too old to drive Lyft. I got a 2006. Well, I got a car older than that. I got an old ass Monte Carlo. My Monte Carlo a 98. That bitch only get my Monte Carlo got 136,000 miles on it. But yo, got a little sports package in that shit. Yo, that shit run, yo. My money. Yo, I done race some motherfuckers, like, not really, but like on the highway and shit, motherfuckers come through in a little 525i BMW or some shit. Yeah, might hit that fucking gas on that money. Blow right by their ass. Bitch, get that shit out of here, yo. And then I got a 2006 Chevy Equinox. I don't even think that shit new enough for Uber and shit. Like I say, you gotta have like a 2010, 2012 or some shit to fucking drive Uber and Lyft and all that shit. Let me go to the bathroom real quick, guys. My man said we gonna be making some yogurt cups. A 2009 and up. Yeah, my shit's way over 10 years old. But they both paid for it though. Ooh, they mine, bitch. I can sell them bitches whenever I want. I'm a trade. I want to trade in. I want to trade in my Equinox and just get like a newer one, yo. I like that Equinox. Them shits. That shit ain't a bad vehicle, man. I want to get like at least like a 2016 or 17 Equinox, and I'm gonna keep my old ass Monte Carlo. They're gonna be my son's first car. That nigga 14. So in a year or two, he'll be getting his fucking permit and shit. That's gonna be his first car. Take this old ass beater. So that way, if you get some scratches on it, or look, you hit a pothole too bad, something like that, I ain't gonna feel too bad about that shit, man. That motherfucker a tough ass vehicle. I said you can have that shit. You run that bitch into the ground and get used to having a car before I get you something newer and nicer. Man, I got fucking baggies everywhere. Just in case y'all ever go to, if y'all ever go to Fallout, y'all need some caps, man. That's how y'all buy shit from Fallout. You know, you gotta keep them caps. You know what I'm saying? You might want to buy you some stem packs. You might want to get you a Nuka-Cola or something like that. You might want to buy you a Crunchy Squirrel Bites. You gotta have them bottle caps for that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ever just fire yourself in Fallout, got that bag of caps. Alright, what else? Shit. This is all in the wrong spot. Alright, what else? Might need that. Might need this. Everything just seems like it's gonna fall. Be careful, motherfucker. Careful. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry, bitch. Be careful. I don't need you to be sorry. I need you to watch out what the fuck you doing. So, what do you do for a living? I still can't get over that shit, bruh. I drive Lyft. And what else? What else I'm supposed to do? Wait a minute. What the fuck you do? I'm a bartender. And what else? That's it. Oh, you just a bartender. You don't do nothing else, huh? And you questioning me, broke ass. Shut the fuck up. How long you been bartending? About 6 or 7 years. And you ain't got no car yet? You been working for 7 years at the same job? And you still gotta call me? You gotta call my black ass to come pick you up. And then you wanna ask me what else I do? Get the fuck out of here. What else? I'm gonna have to tell that shit to my homie when he come over here, yo. I swear. Oh man. That shit got me laughing, yo. Damn. And what else? Bitch. Get the fuck. You know what? You walking. You feel like walking from here? Come at me with these dumbass motherfucking questions. Too early in the morning for this shit. Could you step on it? I'm kind of late. Bitch, you should have called me 10 minutes ago then. Talking about you fucking late. That ain't my goddamn problem. I ain't getting no speeding ticket for your punk ass. That's the one thing. That's why I'd rather work in a factory or a plant or something, because I can't deal with the public. Motherfuckers is dumb, yo. I swear to God, people are stupid as shit, and if they're not stupid, they're willfully ignorant. And I don't like it. I just rather fuck with a machine or a robot or something else that I don't have to try to imbue information on and knowledge on, because you don't know shit. I don't feel like talking to you no more. You know what I'm saying? If I was a Lyft driver, I'd have a sign on my window. I already know your destination. You do not need to speak to me. You do not need to speak. Joe, what up? I'm telling you. I gotta activate my night bot on this shit. Let me put something on. Is this on?
Connected to iPhone.
Oh yeah, you better be connected to iPhone. Buddha Bear? Oh shit, Buddha Bear. Go ahead, boy. You like that art, boy, early in the morning. So you know we gotta start out with a little bit of education. Buddha Bear, do it, boy. So we're going to listen to Strange Mysteries because it's not that long. It is informative, and it's kind of funny the way the guy presents some information, theories, hypotheses, and logical information to us, yeah. I always motherfucking want to critique and question you, because they try to figure out how the fuck you get the way you went. Like, damn. This motherfucker look nice, he dressed nice, and he got on some nice ass shoes, got a nice ass fucking whip. Yo, what else you do? You just do this. You gotta do something else other than this. Look at that watch you got on, man. What is that? Movado? You get that driving lift? That's them Jordan 12s. Don't question and critique me, bitch. We got the same 24 hours in a day. The same 24 hours. What you do with your 24 hours?
I have found something you are going to love. Really? This is called Ernie. It's an app. You put it on your...
What explains the silence of life in the universe? When astronomers peer out into the cosmos, they see many wondrous things. Stars going supernova, black holes devouring entire planetary systems,
black
and
dude?
bizarre, fantastical phenomena we cannot yet explain. But there's one thing we have never observed: life. We've not seen so much as a flicker of an advanced civilization out there.
Yo, no the Ukraine, what's up, my brother?
No signs whatsoever that there's anything.
All the way from the Ukraine. That means I'm global, baby. You talking about globalization? You know what I'm saying? The networking of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'll be reaching out, man. I'll be reaching out, touching motherfuckers all the way in the Ukraine. So I don't know if what explains the sign. Wait a minute, I'm about to read that shit all wrong. What explains the silence of life in the universe? So I guess they're going to kind of touch on the Fermi paradox is, where are the aliens? Okay, like, so there's all these different UFO theories on our planet. You know, Roswell, the pyramids were built by aliens, you know, sightings over here and spaceships coming out the oceans and all kind of shit. Okay. So we have all these anomalies on our planet, things that we really can't explain. But even when we look out into the cosmos, we don't see shit. We don't see signs of an intelligent life that is, more intelligent than we are equally intelligent as we are, but we have all these anomalies on Earth. So if there was, aliens coming to our planet from a distant star or a neighboring solar system, and the technology that they would have to traverse that much space and time to actually get here, you would see some kind of evidence out there. It wouldn't just be like one or two ships. It'd be like a 4th of July scenario where there's a mothership as big as a fucking state or some shit like that, or some type of way that we would be able to see or read or understand that there is somebody else out there that has been able to leave their planet, put satellites in orbit, or send different probes out searching for other life, like coming to look first. But it's weird when you think about that shit. Like, science really doesn't see anything out there in our universe except us. Exactly. They motherfuckers are coming in with a fucking armada of that shit, but it's just like, no, everybody always sees like, a little sighting here or a little sighting there, something weird in the fucking sky, but it's always on the planet. Everything, all these anomalies happen on our planet. So why don't we see this shit, happening elsewhere in our solar system? Like, we can, supposedly our telescopes can see pretty far, can see other planets and stuff. And I know we have probes on Mars and everything now. It's like, but we don't really see nothing else out there. Supposedly all the aliens are already on Earth. It doesn't make any sense though. What explains the silence of life in the universe?
What explains the silence of life in the universe? When astronomers peer out into the cosmos, they see many wondrous things. Stars going supernova, black holes devouring entire planetary systems, and bizarre, fantastical phenomena we cannot yet explain. But there's one thing we have never observed: life. We've not seen so much as a flicker of an advanced civilization out there. No signals, no ships, no signs whatsoever that there's anything else out there apart from ourselves. So why is that? Where is everyone? What explains the silence of life in the universe?
And this web channel is called Strange Mysteries. And like I said, it's really good. A lot of science, a lot of information. Sometimes you throw a little funny joke in there that'll make you laugh your balls off, yo. And I don't know, I just like listening to this. So it's art and education, okay? Let's calm down. It's only 12 minutes. Let's get 12 minutes of education, okay? 12 minutes, and then we can fuck off again for a little while.
No. The star system, we'd still find it hard to lock down a...
Did I? I mean, that's...
Number three. Everyone's dead. The Fermi paradox describes the contradiction between our lack of extraterrestrial contact.
See, the Fermi paradox. Now you got to get into that Fermi paradox, man, and really understand that, because it's really interesting. So this is... I'll let y'all watch this instead of watching me, because I'm not really doing much right now except bap, some tobacco. That's all that is. Come on. Ooh, boy, Trap don't know how to set some shit up. Look, I'm gonna set the phone on my lap. On my knee, right? I'm gonna set the camera up right there. Damn, y'all can see my reflection in the phone. Oh, shit.
Number 3, everyone's dead. The Fermi paradox describes the contradiction between our lack of extraterrestrial contact and estimates for how likely it is that other beings exist somewhere in the universe. This assumption that aliens are probably out there is based on several concrete observations we've made about the cosmos. First, we know that there are billions of sun-like stars in our galaxy, and it is probable that planets which are similar to Earth orbit some of these stars. The Kepler telescope found 10 just last month, with one being smack bang in the habitable zone of its parent star. In 2013, Astronomers using Kepler data estimated there were 40 billion Earth-sized planets in our Milky Way alone. So, if just 0.00001% of these contain life, we'd have 400 potential worlds to contact, seduce, and eventually make sweet love to.
What?
However, many of these planets and stars are much older and younger than our solar system. Therefore, if life has evolved on any of them, they should either have a massive head start on humanity or a huge disadvantage. If it's the latter, then we have no hope of contacting them, as they'll be too primitive to respond. But if it's the former, you would expect their inhabitants to have discovered interstellar travel by now. And after thousands of years of development, their craft should also be able to move between stars and possibly galaxies at a pace approaching light speed. But this assumption is based on the expectation that an alien race could survive long enough to achieve such things. Professor Brian Cox believes it is simply not possible for a civilization to reach high enough levels of technology alongside a political system stable enough to handle it. Just think about some of the things we're on the cusp of developing. Nanotechnology, genome editing, automated machinery. Would you trust our current world governments with these advanced technologies? I wouldn't trust them with a Nerf gun and a pea shooter, let alone a swarm of nanobots. Cox believes that most, if not all, advanced civilizations wipe themselves out long before they develop the ability to contact other worlds. This would make advanced technology a crucial part of the Great Filter, which describes a series of trials any race must endure in order to survive. Over a long enough timeline, a handful of extraterrestrial species may end up passing this filter, and others further along the way. But eventually, all things must come to an end. And perhaps, due to the size of the universe, it is inevitable that any civilization which does become an advanced species simply runs out of time. Number 2, we're doing it wrong. Mankind has been looking for alien signals for 80 years. In the context of the universe, that's a fraction of an iota of a blink of an eye. Given what we know about the intermittent nature of civilized life in the universe, it seems possible that we simply haven't been searching for long enough. We'd have to get extremely lucky to catch an advanced race before it blinks out of existence. And to increase our chances, perhaps we'd better change our approach. For a start, we may be looking in entirely the wrong places. Space is unfathomably huge. Even if we knew transmissions were being made from a certain planet and a certain star system, we'd still find it hard to lock down a consistent reception despite knowing its origin. So, what hope do we have of finding a signal that we are attempting to locate entirely through chance? Also, since the Milky Way is 100,000 light years across, any signals limited to the speed of light will take 100 millennia to reach us. That doesn't seem particularly efficient. So perhaps another kind of communication technique has been developed by races more advanced than us. And if so, this poses us with yet another problem. It is highly likely that the kind of signals we're looking for and the type being put out by aliens are not the same thing. Radio waves were only discovered on Earth in the 1880s. And since then, we've added other forms of communication to our repertoire. But what's next? Are there other ways of communicating which we're unaware of? Have we detected the full gamut of signals available? Or must we rely on the stars themselves for communication? Can we use black holes to rearrange a whole heap of suns into a giant cosmic light bright? Humanity may be too underdeveloped to decipher the communications of extraterrestrial beings. It'd be like going back to the Dark Ages and asking someone to find a Wi-Fi signal. For all we know, Earth may have been bombarded with alien messages asking if we're okay, if we want to hook up, or if we're happy with our solar system insurance. But because we can't detect or decipher them, we remain oblivious to their existence. Number 1, they're ignoring us. Intelligent life seems as though it has an intrinsic desire to communicate with others. There is a fundamental urge within conscious beings to make their presence known and to exchange information. But is this a trait which applies to all intelligent life? Or might we eventually develop some restraint? Is it possible that aliens are aware of us, but they're content to remain hiding in the shadows? This is the most logical conclusion we can come to if we exclude the other two entries on this list. If a significant number of alien races do live long enough to communicate with other worlds, and they are smart enough to make their messages backwards compatible, then the only reason we would not have heard from
my
them
paintings
is because they do
are
not
way better than nice, homie. These shits are fucking amazing.
A planet as noisy as ours would remain undetected for long. Therefore, it is fair to assume that there's a chance that one or more civilizations have found us. And if they have, they're choosing to remain on the periphery for now. Perhaps they have judged us a potential threat. Maybe we're too attractive and they know they won't be able to help themselves. Or is it the case that all civilizations who gain contact abilities also become self-aware of their potential impact upon newly developed worlds? We humans were once content to trample all over the globe and stamp our footprints wherever we land. But today, we try to avoid interfering with uncontacted tribes. We make an effort to preserve isolated biospheres, and we're even considering how much we'll contaminate worlds like Mars, Europa, and Titan with our probes and rovers.
Europa and Titan are the moons of Saturn, I think.
Advanced race would do the same. This makes it all the more likely that our planet has been found. We are known about in the universe. Our world is being watched. It is being studied, and it is being judged. So if that's true, when will these extraterrestrial beings make themselves known? When will mankind finally be allowed to make contact with our ever-present alien eavesdroppers? We're going to try to figure this out in our bonus video, What Are They Waiting For?, which you can watch on our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangemysteries. For a $2 a month pledge, which you can cancel at any time, you'll get to watch this and all of our bonus content, which goes deeper and darker into every topic than YouTube allows. If you don't want to donate, then that's bullshit. We know you wanted more. Strange Mysteries on YouTube and our Patreon bonus videos weren't enough to quench your search for truth, to give you that sense of awe and wonder again, to go past what you thought was the end, to give you the answers you seek, but which only lead to more questions. That's why we just upped the stakes. Chemicals of reality. Reality, consciousness, brains. What else is there? Ask yourself that question. Perhaps that's all there really is, but perhaps everything else is found within a place where these ideas, these things, overlap. Some thing, some place that is undefinable. To many people, altering certain chemicals in their brains produces what they would simply call hallucinations. In fact, what we're going to discuss specifically used to be called the businessman's trip, as one could enjoy it. Come down and put your pants back on in the time it takes to eat lunch. It wasn't taken seriously, well, unless of course you started digging. And some people, including us, did. Already, though, to many people, this chemical is special amongst others. Very special. To them, it represents something more meaningful and incredible, as if it's the gateway to the next level of consciousness. The ticket to a higher reality barely explored by most humans. It is the entry point to a new reality, visited by only a select few, whose minds have become enlightened through the use of this exotic substance. For this reason, it's commonly referred to as the spirit molecule.
Ayahuasca.
But is its reputation as a mystical mind-opener deserved? Or is it, and everything it represents, just a load of bullshit?
Just a little bullshit.
We look at, investigate, and dive deeply into nearly all available research regarding this question, from nearly every angle feasible.
Are we the first civilization in the universe? And that's a part of the Fermi paradox too. And so it's like, okay, so what if we are the most intelligent species in the universe. We literally came first. And so, you know, in another 2,000-3,000 years, we actually colonize another planet, you know? And, you know, 3,000 years after that, we leave our solar system and voyage to another star system. We get to this other star system, and so, you know, like, let's say in 10,000 years from now, we get to another star system, and we find a very, very primitive form of life, like some kind of single cell organisms or some shit, some bacteria or something on, you know, a different planet. And people are thinking, like, more than likely that's as much life is out there. Is very, very simple life. But then people think that, you know, we were created by a more advanced civilization. But where did they go? You know, if they created us, if they took Homo erectus and spliced some of their DNA into fucking Homo erectus and Neanderthal or whatever and made modern man, then where are our creator gods at? And if, you know, say once again in anywhere from 6 to 10,000 years from now, if we actually do venture out and find some type of primitive mammal, reptilian type life on a different planet underneath a different star, like, you know, would it be feasible for us to actually upgrade those lesser life forms into a higher state of being, a higher level of consciousness and awareness? You know what I'm saying? And then we would be their creator gods, and they would tell the story that, say, these beings came from the sky and they gave us knowledge and they made us aware of, you know, our mortality and things like that. And it's just listening to the Fermi paradox is really, really interesting, because there's so many different hypotheses on where are the aliens. Were they here and they died out before we came around? Are they here with us now, but we're so spread out we can't communicate with each other, or we can't actually detect these great civilizations? Or are we the first aliens, and this is the very, very first stage of us being the creator gods, or, you know, genetic panspermia, where we've actually sent probes and rovers to other planets and asteroids, and we are seriously going to attempt to land on a different planet within the next 100 years. And so maybe this is the very, very, very first time this shit has ever happened. But it just, I don't know, it just seems weird, because we kind of understand the vastness of space, and technically, if we're here, someone else should be here too, at least on an equal level with us. Bacteria's, yo, chronic. Where you been at, yo? Bacteria's been found where? On different planets. Those microbes that they said they found on Mars weren't really. There's a reaction between complex chemical bonds that sometimes seem like it could be some type of organic life in the fossil records, but most of the time they've said that there's nothing out there. The Fermi paradox, yo, like, I swear I put that shit on Facebook so long ago, but I made a comment on Facebook. I said, who wants to help me build a Dyson sphere so we can reach level 2 on a Kardashev scale and put an end to the Fermi paradox once and for all? And nobody responded. I'm like, do you guys not listen to science and futurism? Does no one know what I'm talking about? So I'll ask you guys the question. So who wants to help me build a Dyson sphere so we can reach level 2 on the Kardashev scale and put an end to the Fermi paradox once and for all? Motherfuckers are scratching their head like, build a what? So we can reach a who? And figure out a huh? Never mind. So they're saying they found a meteorite or something, which you found a meteorite on Earth that had extraterrestrial bacteria on it. I'm with you. So I'm saying, man. But that's if you listen to this Strange Mysteries and listen to Isaac Arthur with Science and Futurism, you'll know what a Dyson sphere is. So a Dyson sphere or a Dyson swarm is a group or a cluster of different components that would allow you to absorb energy from a star. So if we use sun energy, if we use sunlight for energy on planet, on the surface of the planet, see, black people, we can do that shit with our skin, you know, just because we have melanin and the melanocytes on our skin actually use the sun as energy, but everybody can't do that. So we come up with this shit called solar panels. Now you can take a solar panel, which actually converts sunlight into energy that we can use to power different devices. But the sunlight that reaches our planet is very minuscule to the energy that the sun actually emits. And so a Dyson sphere is a theoretical structure that could encompass an entire star and essentially turn a star into a battery where you use 100% of the energy emitted by a star, and you can convert that into usable energy to power whatever technology you have. And so that's the concept of a Dyson sphere or a Dyson swarm, something that would encompass an entire star to let you harness 100% of the energy produced by that star. Now, the Kardashev scale is 3 levels, and level 2 is actually being able to create a Dyson sphere. Once you've accomplished that, then you're level 2 on the Kardashev scale. And if you can have that much energy and utilize it, then you can build a technology or have a technology that would be able to scan your universe for different wavelengths, light, sound, radar, and to detect life or power ships to actually go on reconnaissance missions to search for life, because you would have this massive energy source from the entire star. And so you could actually figure out if there are other fucking beings out here or not. And so that's the whole question. So who wants to help me build a Dyson sphere so we can reach level 2 on the Kardashev scale and put an end to the Fermi paradox once and for all? But nobody was like, I'll help. Nobody said, I'll do it. Come on, Trap, let's go do this. And it was a joke. It was honestly a joke, but like, seriously, no one knew what the fuck I was talking about. Like, nobody. And then one of my homies made a comment. He was like, if I had $1 for every person who didn't know what you were talking about. Like, he said it in such a way like he's included in that group. Like, dude, you know you're in the group, right? And then my other homie commented with like a meme of a money counter. Here's my dollars right here, because I don't know what the fuck you just said. Skate. How would you start? First of all, we would have to start by coming up with a composite material that could withstand the heat and radiation of being that close to the sun. Like, you would have to be really, really close to the sun in order to block the energy from being dispersed throughout the universe. So the matter of fact, I could see this dude right here, man, Isaac Arthur, the Fermi paradox, rare earth, self-replicating spacecraft. Man, he comes up with all these different theories, but it's based on known science. So let me look up, let me go to his channel and look up Dyson Sphere, because he'll definitely explain it. And actually, I never listened to the exact one where he goes into megastructures, but he talks about it a lot in other ones. Outward bound, Fermi paradox, upward bound, collaborations, colonization at the end of time, visions of Earth, cosmology, life in the space colony, colonizing space, advanced civilization, cyborg androids, transhumanism, megastructures. Okay, let's go to his section on megastructures. Megastructures 1.1, Dyson Sphere. I've never listened to this one, but he talks about it in other programs. So I would imagine, like, the very first problem you would have to solve is creating some type of material that could withstand the heat of the sun all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like being closer to the sun than fucking Mercury. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to build that, and then they call it a swarm because you can build, like, basically satellite size crafts and send like 1 million or 1 billion of them, and they all would just position themselves around the sun and make a sphere and, like, just encapsulate the entire star. But of course, we know how big our star is compared to our planet. Is there enough resources on our planet to build such a... But see, that's why you would have to go into asteroid mining and different things like that, so we can actually build these smaller devices, which would combine to make a mega structure, and then you have a fucking sphere around the fucking sun where you're just sucking all the fucking energy from that shit, and then you gotta have a way to convert that energy into usable energy for your technology. So I was gonna do like just one segment of education, but now I've been telling myself to listen to this one forever anyway. So in the megastructure series, he has Dyson Sphere, ring worlds, mega earths, star lifting, rotating habitats, shell worlds, disk worlds, hoop worlds, Shakadav thrusters, the Matrasaka brain, inner space. Like, this dude goes into a lot of shit, y'all. I love Isaac Arthur. I've listened to probably about 30 of his fucking shows, and his channel has probably 1 million subscribers now.
Ours is still buffering. What's happening?
You're experiencing a network delay. You both need to be watching that on the
Flat Earth? Not really, because I don't know, man. The thing that I do realize is NASA lies a lot. They lie, and it's blatant, and it's visual lies, and it's like, why are you lying to us, NASA? If you don't have something to hide, why would you lie? Why are you lying? And okay, so you lying about certain things in space. So are we in space? Let's not even talk about the moon. No, are we actually in space? Is there a real space station? Really? Because, all right, let's talk about the moon a little bit. Because this is one thing I noticed too. Like, some people can zoom in on the moon and can see the moon with a telescope and cameras and all kind of shit like that, right? How come you can't ever see satellites? The moon is further away than our satellites, right? But we can see the moon, but we can't see satellites, even though they're roughly as big as a bus. So are we even in space? Because there's the Van Allen radiation belt apparently, and NASA just said there is this, an inside tutorial video for whatever, for inside people, not for the public. You know what I'm saying? It's saying, well, we finally have come up with this composite coating that will allow us to withstand the harsh radiation of the Van Allen radiation belt, and we can finally get through there. You motherfuckers say y'all went to the moon in '69. But now you're saying now you finally figured out a way of shielding from the radiation belt in 2012. And it's just little shit like that. Do I believe the earth is flat? Not really. Do I believe the earth is round? Not really. Motherfucking Neil deGrasse Tyson said the earth is like smushed a little bit, kind of like a donut. So he's an astrophysicist, and he says that it's smushed like a donut. It's not really round like a ball. It's kind of more smushed in at the top and the bottom. So is that the way we see the earth? Because goddamn, when NASA show us pictures of the globe earth, that shit look round like a fucking golf ball, tennis ball, basketball to me. That shit don't look smushed in. It don't look flat either. It don't look like a donut. I mean, ain't no damn telling. So many people say so many different things. I tell you this. I tell you if the earth is flat or not. When I go into space, the first time I go fucking 80 miles, or however many miles you gotta go to see the whole shape of this motherfucker, I'm gonna go up there, and when I get back, I'm tell you the truth then. Until then, you can't tell nothing but what other people say. Oh, because they got the mathematics, because it's a science. Because science says, well, you do the same calculations and shit, man. Because the math say we spinning 1,000 miles a minute. So the earth is spinning like this, right? And then it's also rotating around the fucking sun, right? Like this, right? And then the whole galaxy spinning like this, right? Because the galaxy spinning, right? And that shit expanded and it's moving through space. And it's like, now why is there so much water everywhere around the earth? You know what I'm saying? The earth 70% water, but they land, like when you look at motherfucking how South America is, how Africa is, and Asia, like how the land masses is. You ever take a tennis ball and dip that shit in water and spin that shit? The gravitation of that shit make the water want to come to the middle. Why aren't all our oceans and shit at the middle? Why is there so much land at the middle if we're spinning so fast, yo? From centrifugal force and shit. And some shit like that is just common sense. But then the science got math that say no, it's because of this way. And the moon pulls the tides. And then why the fuck the moon don't spin? How come we only see one side of the moon all the time? But everything else in space, every other celestial body spins. Except our moon. There's a lot of little shit like that. But do I think the earth is flat? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't fucking know. I have never seen that shit. Flat earthers make me laugh too. Because they got some good facts sometimes. Motherfuckers is like, well, damn. But they still say it's a globe. But then the only thing I say is, why NASA be lying about shit? You know what I'm saying? If you're not really in space, don't say you in space. motherfuckers' hair be looking like that shit just sprayed, and you can't deny that shit. And then the one thing that really, cause somebody told me this is, and it's been years ago. I researched everything, bruh. Let me show you something. Cause I like to read, cause motherfuckers think it just be motherfucking Cause y'all gotta get off that YouTube shit, man. And that's what I try to tell people. Now I don't have any written material on the flat earth. But I definitely try to get my hand on that shit. But when you listen to shit, man, you gotta listen to what everybody say, yo. But some of these motherfuckers, man, damn, I can't find that other book though. Yo, my motherfuckers, you gotta listen to the one dude, Admiral Byrd. Y'all ever heard that motherfucker? I ain't no conspiracy theorist, yo. And it's in science is I don't like to label myself nothing, really. I can't really label myself nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because most motherfuckers just like to be on YouTube watching videos. But if you want to search some Masonic shit and read on some real Masonic shit, then go get you some real Masonic history. Because all them videos ain't gonna tell you everything. You know what I'm saying? You want to read some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't just do art. You gotta read art. You gotta know who Salvador Dali is. You gotta be into everything, man. Read a little bit of Horace Butler, When Rocks Cry Out. So it ain't about conspiracy. It's about motherfucking knowing what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about shit like this? They came before Columbus, the African presence in ancient America. You know what I'm saying? That head right there. Everybody know what that head is, man. The Olmecs, Ivan von Sertimer. So you can say I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I think conspiracy theorists are motherfuckers who just be online and just believe everything they see online. I do a lot of my researching offline. You know what I'm saying? I know about my history because I read books about my history. I know about motherfucking 9/11 because I read books on what really happened on 9/11. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never really read no book, no real solid hard evidence on if the earth is flat. Only thing you got on that shit is like motherfucking is YouTube videos and shit. But once again, man, I try to tell you, man, like, but why they be lying though? Where's this one video? I swear, yo, they be taking these shits down, and that's something else too, yo. If it ain't gonna bother you about what these then why? Now look at this chick.
My name is Bailey. This question.
Look at this chick hair, and it's all about body language with this one right here, yo. And this the first video that really, and they not even talking about flat Earth or nothing. It ain't got shit to do with the globe Earth or flat Earth. It's what they fucking say, and it's the body language. This camera is not that good, so if you want to look up this clip yourself and look at it real close and examine this shit real close, and you understand body language, yo, he fucked up. And it wasn't like something major, because their cover is so big, but it's like he fucked up when he said that, and it was a complete slip up, and it was an accident, and he didn't mean to say it, but you can tell as soon as he said it, his body language changed, and the other guy's body language changed. The chick tried to play it off and stay cool as fuck as she can, but her hair is sprayed. It's like, it's not in zero gravity. Her hair is sprayed to stay upright, to make it look like it's floating, but it's not. Her hair is not in 0G, and it's what they're saying, and it's their body language. And so this video made me start questioning, like, are you in space or not?
Hello, my name is Bailey. This question is for Chris. What was high school like for you?
Well, it was the 1980s, so the music was different, the hairstyle was different, the clothes we wore were different than today, but probably in 5 or 10 years it'll be the same. And in school, I was just like you, probably all of you there. I tried my best. I didn't always succeed, didn't always do well, but I put my best effort into school. Math and science were kind of my favorite subject. I didn't really like English and reading too much, but I've since grown out of that, and I enjoy reading now. And I played a lot of sports. And all of that happened in a little town called York, Maine, across the United States from where we're talking to you right now.
Hello, my name is Steve Owen. I'm a teacher here at Riverside Prep. I'd like to ask you about the stress associated with the long periods in the space station. I'd like to ask Karen, what is the training that you get to cope with that stress and related psychological issues?
Look how he's clenching his hands.
Well, for psychological issues,
look at his hands.
When we are selected as astronauts, we go through quite a vigorous
he's thinking. Look, he's looking off camera.
Screening process.
The dude in the blue is fucking starting to sweat. The dude in the dark blue shirt, he's gonna even tug at his collar.
Claustrophobic. But also, we have.
He's still clenching his hands. He is so nervous.
Luca's background as a test pilot clearly prepare them for high stress situations. I could also argue that going through the process of getting a PhD can be a high stress thing as well. And so generally, when people get to the point where they're applying
it's so hot in here.
This job,
why are you like, oh shit, fucking shit, damn. You know why? Because they're supposed to be in space. But where did he say they were at? If you're in space, you can never forget that you're fucking in space. Bitch, I'm in space right now. I'm on a fucking shuttle. I'm on the fucking International Space Station. No, where did he say he was at?
Issues.
Reading too much, but I've since grown out of that, and I enjoy reading now. And I played a lot of sports. And all of that happened in a little town called York, Maine, across the United States from where we're talking to you right now.
Then he immediately stops smiling, and he's thinking. Now he grabs his hand. He was like, "Holy shit! We're across the United States from where we're talking to you now." That happened in a little town in Maine, across the United States from where I'm talking to you now. Bitch, I thought you were in space. Are you across the states? Are you above the planet? Which one? Oops. Oh. You know why? Because they're in an airplane that goes real high and it dips down and it gives the illusion of 0G. That's how they can float the mic like that. But you only get 3 minutes. You can only get like 2 or 3 minutes of 0G, and so that's why her hair has to be sprayed up so that it kind of floats a little bit, but most of that shit is hairspray to keep it up, because when the gravity comes back, your hair is going to go like limp again. You know what I'm saying? So they float the mic a little bit and hurry up and answer the questions. And yeah, that took place right across in a little town in Maine, right across the United States from where I'm talking to you now. Oh shit, and his face changes, his body language changes, he's gripping his hands, he grabbed his shirt like, bitch, you just lied. You just lied. Why did you lie? Why are you lying? And so that makes me question a lot of shit now. That anybody, I don't give a fuck who you is, I got all the faith in you in the world. From the moment I meet you, I got all the faith in you, buddy. You got all my trust until you give me a reason not to like you, until you give me a reason to make me think you're a fucking dumbass or you're ignorant, or until you give me a reason not to believe you because you fucking lie. Now once you lie, that's just like, why? Now why did you lie? Why didn't you just tell me the truth? You could have worked something out. You know what I'm saying? Just be truthful and honest with me. If y'all motherfuckers ain't in space, don't lie about being in fucking space. If you're across the United States, now that's gonna make me question, did y'all go to the moon? Is there really a fucking space station out there? Now you got me really looking at these videos and, oh, I see little bubbles floating up like they're in a fucking pool and shit. Like, come on, man. What the fuck is you doing? That video right there, that's the first time, and it was contained within a longer, it was like an hour or something documentary. Somebody's trying to give all the proof for the flat earth, and you know, for like the first 30 minutes I'm like, this is bullshit. I can't believe I'm sitting here watching this trying to believe the earth is flat. Man, oh my god, that's dumb. Like, nigga, the earth is round. Come on, bro, look, I'm like looking, I'm watching, like, oh, I'm about to turn this shit off, and then this little clip come on. I'm like, look, nigga, they in space. How is you not believing? And then he said that shit, and I'm like, huh? Wait a minute. You did what now? Who do what? You are where? Let me rewind that. This motherfucker say he where? And why you looking all scared and shit? Why you keep looking off camera? And the guy in the blue shirt, as soon as he said it, the guy in the light blue shirt looks at him like none of them. What you? No. I can't believe you just said that. And he looks at the guy, then he looks off camera, and he's like, oh, maybe they won't get it. Maybe nobody really picked up on it. Nobody know. It was just, I just said the wrong thing. If he just said the wrong thing, it would have been that would have been something. But when you really look at his body language, that shit changes completely, because he's like, yeah, and I was in high school and da-da-da-da-da, and he says that, and he's like, oh shit. And I was okay, so that made me watch a lot more of that shit. My vest is too tight. First of all, this is an A shirt, and yes, it is very tight, because that's how I like it, because it's an undershirt. Because when I put my other shirt on top of this, I don't need a floppy ass A shirt on. And don't hate, because you don't fill out your shirts the same way I fill out my shirts. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You monitor my wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? It's all, hey, if you don't want to see me in my tight ass vest, change the channel. If my tight ass motherfucker want to see me in my tight ass vest, you know what I'm saying? Well, goddamn, I'm supposed to have a big ass fucking tank top on and then put another shirt on top of this shit? Nigga, this is an undershirt. You see, I got my little fucking space heater. It's warm as shit in this bitch. This is all I need in my studio. I'm comfortable. I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? That vest is too tight. Yo, Lloyd, your English is too dumb. Oh man, got him. Come on, man. This motherfucker hating. He fat. He don't look like this with a fucking tank top on. He one of them motherfuckers who go to the beach and don't take his shirt off. You know those guys, they be at the beach all on the sand with flip flaps and a shirt on. Man, overcome that shit, man. Come on, man. Don't be scared to take your shirt off at the beach. Motherfucker come out with an ugly ass tan. This mother grown ass man got tan lines. The fuck out of here. Damn. Gotta be tripping me out. Talking about my vest early in the morning. It's too early to talk about somebody clothing articles or articles of clothing. You know what I'm saying? Talk about my tight ass vest. Fuck you. That shit sound like jealousy. Ooh, somebody salty. That vest is too tight. That motherfucker jealous. What you meant to say was, I wish I could wear my vest that tight, but I don't have the physique for it. I wish my vest was that tight. Tight. Tight to death. Tight. What was I gonna listen to? King? I don't know, man. This dude is fucking up, man. What's the video called? That shit was, if you look up, I type in astronaut slips up and says he's in the US. And it's these three guys right here. So it's a woman in the middle, and it's a guy on either side of her with a dark blue shirt and a light blue shirt. And I literally typed, well, this video is titled NASA hoax ISS astronaut Chris Cassidy accidentally admits they are flying. You can't see the whole title. Accidentally admits they are filming in the US, not flying. Yeah. NASA hoax ISS astronaut Chris Cassidy accidentally admits they are filming in the US. And I swear, dude, like I say, my camera, you can't really see it that good on here, man. But if you look at it yourself and watch, and his body language is what really gives it away. The word slip up, that shit ain't even get it for me, man. I can sense vibes. I understand body language. Sometimes motherfuckers don't pick up on that shit. If motherfucker in a bad mood, I can see that shit. I ain't gonna come up like, nigga, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I can tell you in a bad mood, like, you know what I'm saying? I can tell when motherfucker in good mood. It's certain things that shit is easy to pick up on, man. The sixth sense, you know what I'm saying? You can tell when somebody's nervous, agitated, you know what I'm saying, angry, and you know, some people need training for that shit, but if you can just sense that shit, man. When he said what he said, that motherfucker know he fucked up, and his body language is really what gives it away. He's so nervous after that shit, bro. And the other dude, how he cuts his eyes at him, because they're both at the camera smiling. He cuts his eyes and he's like, dude, this is what he's saying with his eyes. Like, I can't believe you just fucking said, like, what the fuck is your problem? We done rehearsed this shit 15 fucking times, bro. And you still just said, you dumbass. Chris, this is why we never brought you on camera, man. Damn it, bro. And it was crazy. NASA hairspray fails, and see, it's little shit like that. Now, once again, do I believe the Earth is flat? I never seen the Earth, bro. Not with my own eyes, from fucking 300 miles out in space or some shit. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I ain't gonna say yeah or nay. Is the shit a globe? They got science. They got math that says it is. You know what I'm saying? But science says there is no fucking spirit. There is no God and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Science says technically that you just your consciousness is random, and it's just it's just chemical reactions that just so happen to make us conscious. You know what I'm saying? Science say a lot of shit that I don't fucking agree with. Now, do I agree with religion 100%? Nah, not at all. Not at all. But I know there's something more to consciousness than just a random chemical event that just, so happened to arise through evolution. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, yo. It's something way more deeper to consciousness than that shit. I need a new one real bad, bro. And see, it's so fucked up, yo. Like, when it started frowning this way, you got a little frown in it. Cause you know what I mean, where the face is just like, That's it. Got that ass frown. So when you want to make it happy, you gotta just flip it this way, and just try to. Now I got the little one where it's like, Yeah, it has seen better days. I got a pillow on the bed. It's not a good neck pillow anymore, but it'll make a great ass pillow. I just gotta sneak it out the bedroom without my girlfriend asking where the pillow went. We got all these other pillows. Matter of fact, at night, man, she had 2 pillows on the floor on her side. I had 2. We got too many pillows on the bed. I don't need all them damn pillows. I need me a new ass pillow. Shit, I gotta fold my shit around this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Flip that shit. Then I ain't got no big ass, man. You know shit. My butt bones be hurting. I be sitting here for like 4 hours sometimes. Be in this bitch for 4 hours, 5 hours. Like, damn. Phew. That damn pillow start flattening out. That pillow flatten out, man. My butt bones hurt. Man, this conversation that went way to the left field. I was gonna listen to some science. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna listen to mega structures. Damn. You see, damn. Oh shit, bruh. Well, I might have to get outside today. It's so goddamn bright out that bitch. Yes, sir. But actually, it's a little too bright. Cause that one shit keep hitting me dead in my eye. Oh my God, Snooper artist. Yo. Nick. Who? Todd. Alright, I'm texting to you right now. Yep. Alright. sexier. I guess sexier is you're more sexier. I guess you can say that. But my hair ain't as long as Uncle Snoop hair though. It's getting there. Oh yeah. Ain't no Snoop Dogg in pain. Oh. No, based on that comment, I don't find proof that the earth is flat. But based on that comment, it proves that NASA does lie to us. That's the proof. 9/11 proves that our government lies to us. So we need to question that shit all the fucking time. Question everything they tell us because they lied to us. That's the first time in my lifespan that I knew a blatant lie from the government. Now I question everything the government says. Okay, NASA's not a government entity. You have a NASA employee, official, or whatever, fucking just lied. You just lied to us. Okay, NASA. Now I'm going to question everything about you in your fucking space program. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a really big fan of Elon Musk. And for some reason, when he launched that Tesla into space, he said, oh, just to do it, just for the hell of it. You know, I'm just going to launch a Tesla into space to prove that I can do it. And it's just for fun. And it probably orbits the sun for like 1,000 years or something. And it looked kind of fake. And it's like, it just looked fake to me, personally. I haven't done any research. I haven't tried to find anyone who's come up with science to prove that it's fake, because everyone just assumes that it's real. But you know, him launching the Tesla into space with like a mannequin of some dude in a space suit just for the hell of it. Okay. You a playboy, billionaire, philanthropist, genius. If that's what you get your rocks off, you know, launching your electric cars into space. That shit didn't look really real though. So, but he said he just was testing his Falcon Heavy, you know. But and when Tesla launched the car, there's a camera and you see the globe Earth, and it's like, I want to believe you so much, Elon Musk. I really want to believe you're doing this right now. The earth is diamond shaped. Don't question my logic. Yeah, before CGI got good, they were making films. And your point is? I mean, the only way they can film it was with film equipment, right? That was used on movie sets. That was before CGI too. But this is the one thing that somebody said. So 1969, listen, check this out, bro. 1969, those guys were on the moon, Buzz Aldrin and his homies. And the president called them from a landline. He called the fucking moon. It's one small step for man, one large step for man. Hello, moon. It's 1969 calling. We got the technology for this. This is way for the cell phones and shit and all that good shit, man. Motherfuckers made a landline call to the moon. Boy, this is amazing. You know how many Apollo missions we had? 14 or how many times they been to the moon? They said they went up there like 2-3 times. Like in the 60s and early 70s. Like, when was the last mission? Like 73, 74? Why haven't they been back? Motherfucker, it's 2018. Like, why? Wait. So y'all telling me y'all had the technology to go to the moon in 69 and 70, right? But y'all ain't been back since. Y'all ain't upgrade shit. Man, you know the new features. Just think about a car. Just listen up. Think about the car they had in 1969. Think about a 1969 Mustang with the Cobra engine and all that shit, man. 1969 Mustang. Now think of a 2018 Mustang. And how much that shit got hybrid fuel cells and motherfucking Wi-Fi, global satellite positioning, all this shit, man. Reflatable tires, you know what I'm saying? You got that shit got turn signals in the mirrors. A lot of new tech. Y'all ain't upgrade y'all space program enough to go back to the moon, start a moon base. Y'all ain't trying to mine no minerals. Y'all put the American flag on that shit like y'all own that shit. Y'all ain't want to mine that shit for minerals and set up a space base, just at least just for weapons. So if another country try to fuck with y'all, y'all can just aim y'all moon missiles at these motherfuckers or some shit like that. Y'all ain't never thought to do, but y'all done went they and all the way through the Van Allen radiation belts and been to the moon and came back through the radiation belt, man. And then when Buzz Aldrin and them was getting questioned, like, so what was it like on the moon? These motherfuckers was like, yo, they weren't like, oh man, it was the most amazing. They was like, I don't remember seeing any stars. Not really. Did you remember seeing some stars? No. Yeah. What? Oh, no. Motherfuckers ain't even seem excited about that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Jesus has never existed. I'm about to smoke that moon missile. You know what I'm saying? They just so much shit. I just say, if facts prove what? Nothing's profitable on the moon. That's silly. It's real estate. The moon itself is profitable. Just having a base to do experiments in zero gravity. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just having trying to even survive on the moon, to plan for missions to Mars and other fucking planets. The moon is a very valuable real estate. It is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And it's better to fucking as a launch point if you're gonna try to leave our fucking solar system and go, if you're really gonna try to shoot for Mars, or just traveling within our solar system. You know what I'm saying? The moon is a better launching point than the fucking Earth. Because supposedly the Earth has a gravitation, the atmosphere that's so fucking hard to get out of, and the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the moon is profitable. Yeah, not for long though. And just like that's why you think they did the dome experiments and all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers really need, if you saying you going to fucking Mars and you really gonna fucking try to terraform Mars, and you want to be a part of that first colony that goes to Mars, you know what? You go live on the moon for a year first, and make sure y'all can get that shit together, and make sure that y'all understand how harsh this shit is going to be. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it ain't like Earth. You just can't come outside and say, I quit, I give up. Like, nah, nigga, go train on the fucking moon before we send y'all into the outer reaches. You know what I'm saying? How is it cheaper to launch from the even Elon Musk, even, man, the SpaceX motherfucker said it's cheaper to launch from the moon. You don't think, yo, these motherfuckers got that shit planned, bro? They talking about 2037. Anywhere from 2037 to 2045, they're gonna have a manned mission to the moon. I mean, to Mars, yo. Ain't no internet. Who wanna live on Mars? Ain't no internet on Mars. Wait, didn't you read the John Carter series, John Carter Mission to Mars? Eric Carter, you must be his little brother who was too scared to go to Mars. I thought, ain't your brother went to Mars? I've been here for 2 hours. They do shit but talk. That's what I said. These men, can you prove the Earth is flat? This motherfucker got rovers on Mars. And then again, can you prove that a rover is on Mars? Oh, we got video footage. Man, I can make that shit on my damn laptop. Anybody can make that shit. That's the only thing, man. Like you say, man, nowadays CGI is so fucking powerful. You can't really believe none of that shit unless you see that shit with your own fucking eyes, yo. Only thing I know is real is me and this doobie right now. You know, all y'all motherfuckers might be bots. Earth overrated anyway. Man, there's only one condition, man. The first people go to Mars, you just might as well know you're going to die there. You're not coming back. There's not going to be a return mission from that shit, man. They're going to send the shit back to go get some supplies, but y'all not coming back. I already told you, man, it's a fucking launch. It's a launch pad.
Mike and I are both veterans, both served in the Navy.
We bought our first home together in 2010.
His family had used another insurance product, but I was like, well, I've had USAA for a while. Why don't we call and check the rates?
It was an instant savings, and I should have changed a long time ago.
Put a 50 bar, and then we believe over time we could probably get that to a little over 300 bar. The next key element is propulsive landing. So, in order to land on places like the moon, where there is no atmosphere, and certainly no runways, or to land on Mars, where the atmosphere is too thin to land on, even if there were runways to land with the wing, you really have to get propulsive landing perfect. So that's what we've been practicing with Falcon 9. So this is just a series of landing videos. I think it's quite mesmerizing. But we now have 16 successful landings in a row. And that's with so it's 16 in a row, and that's with really without any redundancy. So the Falcon 9 lands on a single engine. The final landing is always done with a single engine, whereas BFR will always have multi-engine out capability. So if you can get to a very high reliability with even a single engine, and then you can land and then you can land with either of two engines, I think we can get to a landing reliability that is on par with the safest commercial airliners. So you can essentially count on the landing. It's not like you want minimum pocket factor on the landing. So, and it can land with also very high precision. In fact, we believe the precision at this point is good enough for propulsive landing that we do not need legs for the next version. It will literally land with so much precision, it will land back on its launch mounts. So the launch rate is also is increasing exponentially. Particularly when you take tanking or refilling on orbit into account, and taking the idea of establishing a self-sustaining base on Mars or the moon or elsewhere, seriously, you need ultimately thousands of ships. And tens of thousands of retanking or refilling operations, which means you need many launches per day. You really need to be looking in terms of how many landings are occurring. You need to be looking at your watch, not your calendar. So while this is quite a high launch rate that we're talking about here, by conventional standards, it's still a very small launch rate compared to what will ultimately be needed. But just for those who are unfamiliar with how many orbital launches occur every year, it's approximately 60 orbital launches occur per year, which means if SpaceX does do something like 30 launches next year, it'll be approximately half of all orbital launches that occur on Earth. The next thing is a key technology is automated rendezvous and docking. So in order to retank or refill the spaceship in orbit, you have to be able to rendezvous and dock with the spaceship with very high precision and transfer propellant. So that's one of the things that we've perfected with Dragon. Dragon 1 will do an automated rendezvous and docking without any pilot control to the space station. Dragon 1 currently uses the Canadarm for the final placement onto the space station. Dragon 2, which launches next year, will not need to use the Canadarm. So Dragon 2 will directly dock with the space station. And it can do so with zero human intervention. So you just press go, and it will dock. Dragon has also allowed us to perfect heat shield technology. So when you enter at high velocity, you'll melt almost anything. The reason meteors don't reach Earth is they melt or disintegrate before they reach the ground, unless they're very big. So you have to have a sophisticated heat shield technology that can withstand unbelievably high temperatures, and that's what.
Best Western rewards you in a flash. With points that never expire, earn a free night fast at over 4,200 hotels worldwide.
We've been perfecting with Dragon, and also a key part of any planet colonizing system. Next slide. So Falcon 1, this is where we started out. A lot of people really only heard of SpaceX relatively recently. So they may think, say, Falcon 9 and Dragon just instantly appeared, and that's how it always was. But it wasn't. We started off with just a few people who really didn't know how to make rockets. And the reason I ended up being the chief engineer or chief designer was not because I wanted to, it's because I couldn't hire anyone. Nobody good would join. Ended up being that by default. And I messed up the first three launches. The first three launches failed. Unfortunately, the fourth launch, which was that was the last money that we had for Falcon 1, the fourth launch worked, or that would have been it for SpaceX. But fate liked us that day. So the fourth launch worked, and it's interesting. Today is the 9th anniversary of that launch. So. I didn't realize that until I was told that just earlier today, but it's a very emotional day, actually. But Falcon 1 was quite a small rocket. When we're doing Falcon 1, we're really trying to figure out what is the smallest useful payload that we could get to orbit. I thought, okay, something around half a ton to orbit would be able to launch, that launch a decent-sized small satellite to low Earth orbit, and that's why we sized Falcon 1. But it's really quite small compared to Falcon 9. So Falcon 9, particularly when you factor in payload, Falcon 9 is many times more It's sort of on the order of 30 times more payload than Falcon 1. And Falcon 9 has reuse of the primary booster, which is the most expensive part of the rocket, and hopefully soon reuse of the fairing, the big nose cone at the front. So we think we can probably get to something like somewhere between 17 and 80% reusability with the Falcon 9 system. And hopefully towards the end of this year we'll be launching Falcon Heavy, which Falcon Heavy ended up being a much more complex program than we thought. It sounds easy. Let's show Falcon Heavy actually. It sounds like it should be easy because it's 2 first stages of Falcon 9 strapped on as boosters. It's actually not. We have to redesign almost everything except the upper stage in order to take the increased loads. So Falcon Heavy ended up being much more a new vehicle than we realized. So it took us a lot longer to get it done. But the boosters have all now been tested and they're on their way to the Cape Canaveral. And we are now beginning serious development of BFR. So you can see the payload difference is quite dramatic. BFR in fully reusable configuration, without any orbital refueling, we expect to have a payload capability of 150 tons to low Earth orbit. So, and that compares to about 30 for Falcon Heavy, which is partially reusable. Where this really makes a tremendous difference is in the cost, which I'll come to in some of the later slides. So let's go to the next slide. And by the way, so with BFR, you get a sense of scale by looking at the tiny person there. It's really quite a big vehicle. Main body diameter is about 9 meters or 30 feet. And it consists of the booster is lifted by 31 Raptor engines that produce a thrust of about 5,400 tons, lifting a 4,400 ton vehicle straight up.
I can't believe I fucked my painting up, yeah. Swear to God.
So then, just the basics about the ship: 48-meter length, dry mass we're expecting to be about 85 tons. Or technically, our design says 75 tons, but inevitably there's mass growth. And that ship will contain 1,100 tons of propellant with a set design of 150 tons and a return mass of 50. So you can think of this as essentially combining the upper stage of the rocket with Dragon. It's like the Falcon 9 upper stage and Dragon were combined. So as I'll go into each of these items in detail, but you've got obviously the engine section on the rear, the propellant tanks in the middle, and then a large payload bay in the front. And that payload bay is actually 8 stories tall. In fact, you can fit a whole stack of Falcon 1 rockets in the payload bay. Compared to the design I showed last time, you'll see that there is a small delta wing at the back of the rocket. The reason for that is in order to expand the mission envelope of the BFR spaceship. Depending on whether you're landing or you're entering a planet or a moon that has no atmosphere, a thin atmosphere, or a dense atmosphere, and depending on whether you're re-entering with no payload in the front, a small payload, or a heavy payload, you have to balance the rocket out as it's coming in. And so the delta wing at the
Sorry.
We get it.
Still working on the whole training thing.
Thank you.
The back, which also includes a split flap for pitch and roll control, allows us to control the pitch angle despite having a wide range of payloads in the nose and a wide range of atmospheric densities. So we try to avoid having the delta wing, but it was necessary in order to generalize the capability of the spaceship such that it could land anywhere in the solar system. So let's look at a couple of things in detail. So the cargo area has a pressurized volume of 825 cubic meters. This also is greater than the pressurized area of an A380. So it really is capable of carrying a tremendous amount of payload. In a Mars transit configuration, since you'd be taking 3 months in a really good scenario, but maybe as much as 6 months, some number of months, single digit months, you probably want a cabin, not just a seat. So the Mars transit configuration consists of 40 cabins, and it sort of depends on, you could conceivably have 5 or 6 people per cabin if you really wanted to cram people in. But I think mostly we would expect to see 2 to 3 people per cabin. And so normally about 100 people per flight to Mars. And then there's a central storage area, galley, and a solar storm shelter, entertainment area, and I think probably a good situation for at least BFR version 1. Then going to the main body of the vehicle, the center body area. This is where the propellant is located, and this is subcooled methane and oxygen. So as you chill the methane and oxygen below its liquid point, you get a fairly meaningful density increase. You get on the order of 10 to 12% density increase, which makes quite a big difference for the propellant load. So we're expecting to carry 240 tons of CH4 and 860 tons of oxygen. In the fuel tank are header tanks. So when you come in for a landing, your orientation may change quite significantly, but so you can't have the propellant just slushing around all over in the main tanks. You have to have that.
Hello? No, I'm on TV right now.
Header tanks that can feed the main engines with precision. So that's what you see immersed in the fuel tank. Then the engine section. So the ship engine section consists of four vacuum Raptor engines and 2 sea-level engines. So all 6 engines are capable of gimbaling. The engines with the high expansion ratio have a relatively smaller gimbal area or gimbal range and a slower gimbal rate. The 2 center engines have a very high gimbal range and can gimbal very quickly. And you can land the ship with either one of the 2 center engines. So when you come in for a landing, it will light both the engines, but if one of the center engines fails at any point, it will be able to land successfully with the other engine. And then within each engine, there's a great deal of redundancy. So we want the landing risk to be as close to zero as possible. And there's some basic stats about the engines. The sea level engines are about a 330 ISP at sea level. The upper stage engine is 375. Now, this is version 1, so I think over time there's potential to increase that specific impulse by 5 to 10 seconds.
That bullshit because
and as I was mentioning, also increase
the time it took me to fix that part that fucked up when the
and then for refilling, we just saw
halfway done with something else by now.
The two ships would actually mate at the rear section. They would use the same mating interface that they used to connect to the booster on liftoff. So we'd reuse that mating interface and then reuse the propellant fill lines that are used when the booster is, when the ship is on the booster. And then to transfer propellant, it becomes very simple. Use control thrusters.
Perfect.
Simulation, and we might be, man. Everything might be simulated from a fucking ancestor, you know what I'm saying? Cody. Might be one of them ancestor simulations. Now he got me thinking, is reality real or just a simulation? Man, let's be blatant, man. We can't even prove it. So what the fuck the use? Man, I'm just a user. And let's play your one, cause it's a game, but let's have some fun. Cause if I run off when you with that gun and not in your life, are you really done? That your consciousness no longer exists? I do expand out to the abyss. Let's think about it, think real quick. Is this just science or politics? And I'm like, man, I don't even know. Go to and fro with the knowledge and information. Really trying to tame it, cause I'm a demon and I'm blazing. Man, I'm black, not Caucasian, but does that make me? Let me stop. I was about to go somewhere else with that. Let me stop that shit. Ooh, all assimilation. I don't know. Let's be blatant. We can't even prove it. What the fuck is consciousness? How does it do it? Is it just molecules? Or is the spirit fluid? Must be a simulation. Must be a simulation. Now he got me thinking, is reality real? Is reality real? Or just a simulation? Just a simulation. Yeah, yeah, just a simulation. Yeah, yeah. Is this really real? Or just a simulation? Man, yeah, just a simulation. Just a simulation. And he got me thinking, is reality real or just a simulation? Perfect. Just a simulation. Is just a simulation? Is reality real? Or is it just a simulation?
Cody.
I'm on the edge of skipping this fucking commercial.
Taylor about the fucking flex.
You're gonna fly to Mexico and deliver the formula to the lab.
I've been kidnapped! Get in the helicopter!
Fucking flex. Taylor about the fucking flex.
Everywhere. Man, shit. I'm such a messy painter. Taylor about the fucking flex. See the shit I have to go through? All the shit that I gotta go through just trying to make it pain, man. That's so hard. Trying to make it pain. Shit, that's so hard. Got shit falling. I'm fucking up. I think about but I really need a crush. I'm too damn high. Really shouldn't have smoked that blunt. Mama mine. About to pull a stunt, man. This shit won't stick to my stick with this sticker. Wish I had me a fucking Snicker, cause the munchies kicking in and I'm really getting hungry, man.
chilling with my friends, so I'm never feeling lonely, man. And you know I'm big, so I'm really getting on it, man. They know my fucking name, dog. Trap House Entertainment, saying like, yeah. Fucked up in the studio and I'm rocking with it, like, yeah. I'm fucked up in the studio and I'm dropping it, like, yeah. I got paint everywhere on my pants, man, on my hands, like, yeah. Cause I'm a messy painter, man, hope you understand, like, yeah. I'm in the studio and I'm steady rocking it, yeah. I'm in the studio and I'm steady dropping it. Got paint on all my pants, man, got paint on all my hands, cause I'm a messy painter and I hope you understand it. My thing, dog, I really don't try to be too perfect, man, but I put that work in, man, and you see I'm working, man, and that shit's so beautiful. I might fuck up my cuticles, but I bring it back and I make it look so suitable for you to use and hang it up in your crib. Your friends do like, what's the deal? I said I got me a new portrait from the kid out in Philly, and they said who that? They said TP. Man, this looks so amazingly. I said like hell yeah, cause that shit came from the museum, and I'm a messy painter. I be dropping shit. I'm a messy painter. I be dropping shit. I'm in the studio rocking shit. Yeah, man, I be dropping shit. Got paint on my pants, man. Got paint on my hands, cause I'm a messy painter. Messy painter. Man, I be dropping it. Yeah, I be dropping it. Yeah, I be dropping it. I'm a messy painter. I'm a messy painter. Yeah, but I flow so logically, like messy painting. Oh, we a simulation. That's a simulation. Everybody will be assimilated, cause that's the board. And you know, I get so bored and then I blow another doobie. Then we go in slow mo. I'm a messy painter. A messy painter. I'm in the studio in a band. In the studio. In the driver, got paint all on my pants, got paint all on my hands. Cause I'm a messy painter. I'm a messy painter. I be dropping it. Long enough and write this shit down, but hey, boy, y'all ain't want to see me write, son.
wiener. Fucking shit.
It was supposed to be a quick business trip.
You're gonna fly to Mexico and deliver the formula to the lab.
Salud. I've been kidnapped! They want 5 million wired to an account.
Harold, can we call you that? Now, it's every gringo for themselves.
Somebody's going down.
That's sensational.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's get that shit up out of here.
Laura, you found my secret. Our world is in danger. You must stop them.
It'll be an adventure.
Some men like dangerous women.
You shouldn't have come here.
But I'm glad that you did.
You messed with the wrong family.
You messed with the wrong family. Come on, Lara Croft. Damn, the commercials be too long, yo. Make me break my fucking concentration just to skip a goddamn commercial. I'm a survivor. You've messed with the wrong family. Get that shit the fuck out of here, man. Shit. Oh, that's my man's in there. Yo. I'm still in here painting, bro. Yeah. All right.
Peace all on the track.
God damn it, man. I got company in here right now. You know, I'm live on camera. Everything's just fucking falling around today. Like I ain't trying to do a motherfucking show or some shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck is wrong, man. Shit is getting kind of frustrating, actually. You know, I'm just trying to be a decent host. My props won't act right. I can't get no props if my props don't act right. Damn. Don't let that bullshit fool you. I never let this shit rule you. Yeah. Don't let that bullshit fool you. Shit's still falling. What's the fucking problem? Oh my god. I just want to slap it. I just want to solve it. I just need me an assistant. Someone to hold my paint when I'm painting shit. Hold my pictures and shit, man. And change the music, turn the volume up and down, make clapping sounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? I need an assistant, yo. Like a magician. Oh, this leather jacket, Bozy. Yeah, it's Lara Croft, man. Come on, man. Lara Croft was the first female badass in video game, man. You can't take nothing away from Lara Croft, man.
Yo, I'm hungry too. My homie say he about to come over, yo. That's what I'm gonna tell that motherfucker. Yo, he about to go eat something. I was thinking, I love this beat, yo. I was thinking, man, like, damn, I should make me some waffles or something, like some instant waffles, or some toasted strudels or some shit. And I'm like, man, I really need a meal, but I'm too lazy to cook a whole meal right now. But then my homeboy's like, oh, what you doing? I'm like, I'm painting. He's like, I'm about to come over there. Nah, nigga, we about to go eat, right? I just smoked one too bad. Shit, I'm fucking hungry, dude. What's good? What's good? You got a day off, Bougie? Ooh, it's my second day off. I got 2 more days off. I'm going to New York tomorrow. Yo, take a little road trip, road trip to New York tomorrow to go see my homie Fahamu Peku. He's gonna have his new show at Lionswear Gallery called Memories, and I'm so excited to go see this shit. Word up, son. Word to mother. So, and then on the 8th, I'll be in Philly. Take a couple trips. And what the best thing about it is, I ain't using none of my vacation time. All this shit is on days that I already have off. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best thing about it. I was like, because for the Fahamu show, shit, I would have took vacation time to go out there just because it starts at 6 and I don't get off work until 6. So if I had to work that day and left here at 6, I wouldn't get there before it ended, yo, or right at the end of it, because it's like, depending on traffic, yo, it can take almost 3 hours to get. The GPS to say 2 hours and like 2 hours and 30 minutes or 26 minutes or some shit like that. But depending on traffic, bruh, that shit take you 3 hours to get to the fucking city sometimes. Trying to work on that leather jacket, make that shit look like brown leather, you know. Shit, dude. Shit, I've been up since like 4:30. That's the time I normally get up for my work days. Like, even on my days off, it's like it's hard for me to sleep late. So I get up early as fuck, and then I'll just take a nap late or something later on, get rejuvenated, and then I stay up all night playing video games. Just like a big kid. I haven't really been on video games a lot lately. I want to finish this painting, because I really have, oh shit, I gotta get my submittals ready. I gotta submit for an art show for next year. And so I'm pretty sure I may get a slot, and so if I do, I definitely have to hump for the rest of this year to get some of these pieces done that I really want to get done. And so I'm definitely trying to work towards that. And I have a couple of paid projects. My cousin wants me to paint the Obamas on a pocketbook for her. So I want to start on that project probably this afternoon or tomorrow. Yo, do any of y'all ever be freestyling with me? I just be wanting to know. Yo, Don, that's what it is, yo. We all big ass grown kids. Yo, and I swear, like, I don't know, man. I'm always having this sensation, like, I don't have a grip on life, yo. It's like, I just feel like a kid. I really do. And my son is 14. I look at my son and it's like, dude, when I was 14, I was fucking and smoking weed, yo. And I'm looking at him like, holy shit. What the fuck am I gonna do? I don't know what the fuck to do. What if my son is out there fucking and smoking weed? I'm still a kid. I'm still trying to get pussy and smoke weed. Like, this shit is weird as fuck, dude. And then I'm thinking like, okay. So when my mom was my age, when my mom was 37, did she really know what the fuck she was doing? Like, did she really have a handle on this shit yet? Because I don't feel like I got a handle on this shit, man. I got a fucking teenager. Like, I'm trying to teach this motherfucker how to drive and shit, man. And now he gonna be in a car by himself. It's like, dude, I still get paranoid when I'm driving at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, oh my God, dude. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird growing up, yo. And still feeling like a big ass fucking kid, yo. You know what I'm saying? I swear, dude, it's like, man, I don't know. Like, I've really been thinking about this for a minute. Like, since my son turned 13, it's like, holy shit, he's a teenager. Like, wait a minute. I'm not old enough to have a teenager. I'm only, oh, fuck, I'm getting old. Wait, I'm not 20? I'm 20. Damn, dude, I'm 30. It's like, fucking shit. And why do I feel like I'm 20? Why do I feel like, I don't know, like, I gotta still hide shit from my mom? What you doing, ma'am? Huh? I ain't doing nothing. I'll be in there in a minute. I don't know, man. That shit is weird ass feeling. I hate being an adult, honestly, yo. That shit is just I have to get up in the morning and be an adult for like 12 hours while I'm at work. Good morning, Steve. Hello, John. Fuck. Hate doing that shit, yo. Then I can get to go home and I can chill like I want to. like, shoot. I just want to paint a fucking picture, man. Shit. Being at work, being an adult all goddamn day, I just want to fucking paint, man. Shit. What's up, homie? You see how he dressed like an adult? See, I don't like doing that shit, man. Oh, be really extra careful.
Extra wet.
Everything is wet, bro. And this shit just fell too. I done fucked that shit all the way up. I just had to fix this bitch.
What's got the mask on?
That's the dude.
Oh, I don't want to be seeing any guys.
No, yeah.
Saw that.
Hold this right here.
But it's fake. I don't know.
No. I don't want myself associated with fake guy. Right now. I was like, come on, dude. What's good with you, man? That shit was like that?
So this was like an interview, I guess, because like I said, I was on a website. I didn't even realize I applied for. I was just applying for shit just to go through the motions for Career Link, you know what I'm saying? So apparently I applied for it, and so he hit me back, and then I'm trying to show you the same with the job. It's like it said I went to workspaces in Pittston.
Plastic issues. Aerotech.
So it's start 1822. He's gonna let me know what's the top rate.
Yeah.
He said he was explaining it to me. He said, they make yogurt cups. It's very clean. It has to be like, because for food and everything, so it's a very clean facility.
No dust, no
very
dirt.
clean.
Yeah.
And then he was saying but he said, but the shift is that's the shift.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
From Friday to Sunday,
But he said he's gonna see it with the overtime there. He said it's basically like $37. He said some
candidates must be able to train on
some people will pay you 40. But he said you're gonna look into that. He said there's room for advancement for you, like throughout the company you want to go to and do something else different in it. And I was like, how's the overtime? Because I was telling him about how the overtime was at Ajax and everything. He said it's not like that, but I would imagine, I'm saying, it's some overtime. But I'm gonna look all into that for you. I meant to ask him, was it weekly or was it or every 2 weeks? Even though it's $18, but you know what I'm saying, like just $37. That ain't, you know what I'm saying, that's not really no money like that.
It's still even out to what you was making though. You making more money just like hours. It's gonna be about the same.
I think it'll balance out.
So it's
especially if it in like 3 months.
12-hour shifts for how many days? For 3 days? 36-hour checks. Yeah. So we done did 36. You know what I mean? We still get 36-hour checks. That shit'll even out. It'll be the same thing. You working, man. You getting the same thing working less time. This is some fucking.
And then he was saying like after 3 months,
you can go ahead and
like
get
that shit trained down. You know what I'm saying? No, I go through the company from the door, but after 3 months, if I get everything down packed with the train and everything, my shit have jumped to 22 something. He said like 22.75, some shit like that. He said my rate. Just starting 18, walking in there. So in 3 months, that shit could jump to 22. So okay, I guess that's doable then. You know what I'm saying? I just got like.
But it's still gonna be the same hours.
No, I'm gonna train. You train on the first shift to get everything down packed.
Then
they're gonna put you back. Then they're gonna put you to the what's the name? The Friday to Sunday, 7 to 7. When you start off, it's not gonna be Friday to Sunday. You're gonna go first shift, however first shift is. You know, maybe Monday through Friday or something. However first shift is, you're gonna go on first shift. And then once you get down back, then you're gonna go to that
12-hour shift.
To the I think you still train 12 hours, but then you go to the Friday to Sunday. He was explaining to me.
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday off all week, but you're working every weekend.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, every weekend shit.
That's why they can offer so much too. Take the whole weekend from the end.
I like the weekend. I be my weekend sometimes. I just fuck my whole program up.
I kind of like at AZAC, I like working on the weekends because the management ain't there. But still, it come around where you do have the weekends off every once in a while. How their vacation is.
I ain't even.
You know what I'm saying? That'll come in handy. Like if you get enough vacation time, the weekend won't hurt so bad.
But you need vacation time. That shit don't last.
Yeah, you work
1 week out the month.
You're
gonna get 1 week to yourself out of a year. 1 week out of a year. So that's fun with one weekend out of a year. That's why I was really thinking about this shit like damn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm at a point in my life where it's though, man. A day off for me is a fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? But I have to make some adjustments. Not that much though. But fuck it, I just gotta get the money. Stick to the script. This ain't no 30-year plan for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not really.
Well, you still, I mean, it ain't, at least it ain't nights though.
It's all
you know what I'm saying? But still getting off at 7 o'clock every day on the fucking weekend, man. Shit almost over. Everything that got started. You know, all the basketball games started, all that shit already started by the time you get off work, yo.
That's why I gotta stick to the script. You know what I'm saying? Because I need this shit for the banks. How I'm gonna pay back this money?
That shit's look good on the bank, too.
Yeah, on paper. Once I put down whatever, 10, 15, whatever thousand down on whatever, $6,000 property, $40,000, how I'm gonna pay it back? Even if I'm trying to get a rental, and I see a rental for like $20,000, I pay $20,000 cash. All right, boom, here's $20,000, but I still need to borrow a couple dollars to fix this up here and there. Sure, all right, until you get some tenants in it and get some income, how are you gonna pay back this $30,000? So I mean, I gotta get my foot in the door. If I got my foot in the door like this with a job, and I figure I accumulate 2 properties or 3 properties real quick and start working, I don't think I'm in a situation where the bank gonna be denying me because I got income coming in. I got 2.
Yeah, you got tenants. Yeah,
I got tenants.
You got tenants in there.
So this is my job. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
I think it looked.
Yeah, I think you said I'm self-employed, bitch. I'm a property owner.
Yeah. From that standpoint, it looked better for me than me step up to the bank like, look, I got this money. Don't worry, I'm gonna pay. Even though I'm gonna give you $20,000, I still need to borrow $30,000. Don't worry about when I fix it, I'm gonna pay it back. And they ain't trying to hear that shit. They want to see something stable.
Yeah, you gotta have some type of income.
I mean, they want to see something stable.
And that ain't bad. It's close. $18 an hour. They're paying more than shit. What the fuck? We get paid.
Piston, yeah. I mean, my back against the wall. I'm gonna make it work, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn that shit. I get in, I get my foot in the door. I'm gonna make it work.
I'm gonna have to apply for that shit online, yo. I wanna get the fuck out of it. They might tell me this stuff anyway. That's what my lawyer keep telling me. He's like, yeah, he's like, though, if you take paper from me.
He said they're hiring too. I said, cause he said, you think he got the number in his phone? I said, yeah, that's my buddy. He still works there. I said, he was there for like 6 years. I said, he taught me basically everything I need to know, you know, because he's the lead operator, you know. He's like, I said, you know, I know he's always looking to leave. I said, I already told him once I get my foot in the door, if it's okay, like, hey, come on, boy. He said, hey, yeah, tell him, yeah, come on.
Damn right.
I mean, so dude was cool. Dude, I got his card. Yeah, white dude, Joseph. I got his card. No, TJ. No, JT. I got his
JT money. Oh shit.
His name Joseph Turner, but they go TJ. Joseph Turner. They say TJ. Dude was cool though. Dude was cool as shit. You know, so he was cool. So, and I don't think they're gonna throw no shade on me, Todd, and fucking
This shit had no reason to, man.
What you gonna say?
Yeah.
I mean,
he worked 2-3 days overtime every week.
I told as he's looking at my resume, he said, he's like, I see you wasn't playing with the overtime. Got this job back to back, this and that. Because he seen my shit, I was basically working at the Glider, Simplex, back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all little shit. So he see it on paper, and then and I explained to him about the point system, how it was hard. You know what I'm saying? I said, I basically like 3 weeks to getting all my time, but I explained, you know, how I went to the hospital and all. I got all the paperwork. That's why I was able to still get my unemployment, because they said the point system was hard, so we don't honor that unemployment. That's not right, you know. But you know, I understand that's not right. So
yeah, they ain't like
basically they want like, why you get fired?
Yeah,
basically.
I pointed it out, man. I was sick.
And I broke it down to how I started from the bottom, $10 an hour, and jumped right up, operating rate. You know what I mean? In about 8 months, I'm rocking. Was it about that?
Yeah.
About that, right?
It was way less than a year. Yeah.
Yeah, I said like 8 months. I'm gonna get operating rate. I'm rocking. So he was feeling it. I know he was feeling it.
But you ain't seen none of the facility. You just went to the.
Now I would see what he said. Right, I went. Basically, it's kind of like an interview and see if I really want to do it or not. Now the next step is he sent me an email. You got a computer?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get on.
You gotta go to the website.
I just gotta get on and take this little bullshit test. He said it's not no. I think it's like a little IQ shit. It's not no. He said it's not a pass or fail. We just want to see
some personality test.
Yeah, basically about the electrical, fluid dynamics, mechanical. You know what I'm saying?
That is a pass or fail.
That's what he said. He said like it's not. He said I'm gonna tell you it's not pass or fail. It's not gonna be like, you know. They say all that, but they still want to see your IQ level, see where you at. Yeah. I just gotta go in there and do that shit. Click on that. He said take a couple minutes. Click on that. Do that. Answer that simple shit. Let them know that I did it. He'll review that. Then I'll come in. Then that's when I'll meet HR and somebody else. And then I'll take a tour of the facility and basically go from there. And then you go piss in this cup. You know what I mean? You hide now. You know what I'm saying? I thought this was like a, I don't know what I thought was like a temp agency. I don't know what I thought. But like I said, I'm at the Corelli. I'm just, whatever. Cause you know, if you don't do that shit, they're going to cut your check.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking, I'm like, students, so 18 hours, okay, whatever. I don't even remember this, so I just like, students, okay. Nah, whatever.
Send a resume.
Just get that shit on the computer, I'm out. A lot of people, yo, I'm surprised I even answered the call, cause a lot of people was calling for jobs. I said, get out of here. I don't even answer it. Cause I tell you, the one time dude called me, they tried, they was telling me about job and all that, and then I told him what I was making. He said, well, what type of rate you looking for? I said, well, I'm looking for $16. He said, well, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you here. There's nothing in here that we do, and I'm paying that. I said, all right, no problem. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no rate less than what I was making. I can't live like that. So ever since then, I wasn't answering no phone call. For whatever reason, somebody told me to answer the phone. Like, I think my daughter was like, Daddy, your phone. I look. Hello. I was like, yeah, I further hit him with the, hold on a second. Fuck is this? I said it might be people from Corelli probably make seem like, see if I'm really doing my shit to be like, I don't know, it might be some follow-ups. I don't know. So I said, yeah, hello, I'll go through the motions. So I'm saying, okay. I said, you know what? I told him the truth. I said, you know, to be honest with you, I'd applied for so many jobs. I don't even know really which one you are, so you got to refresh my memory. They start breaking it down. This and that. I'm listening. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. $18. Oh, yeah. Okay, what you got again? Oh, what's your name now? Okay. Oh, yeah. Now my ears open up a little bit. You know what I mean? So like, fuck. I'm at least trying to get it to like middle of the summer or something. You know, before I really bounce back. And I kept it 100 with them. I said, you know, I was gonna apply it back. They even told me I could come back, but I know it's a time frame that you could probably reapply. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably gonna try my hand by like 7 months, 8 months. I kept it 100 with them. I said, because you know, it's crazy overtime, and I know I can get my job back, but it's a point system, and it's the job, and they gotta abide by the job, you know. So it is what it is. So he said, oh, I'm glad I caught you when I caught you, because this might be a fit for you, and I don't want to lose you. If you want to go back there, and you might have an opportunity here. I said, well, I'm listening. I'm like, he said, so what do you think? You think this might be something you want to do? I'm like, damn. So yeah, let me try it out. Fuck it. Cause like I said, bro, I gotta stick to the script. And then I ain't gonna probably be busting up my mans. We've been building real heavy. You know what I mean? So I gotta get this paperwork together. You know what I mean? Cause I need this shit for these banks and all that. And me and my man, we just talk about putting like a little, you know what I'm saying, something together as far as even with just a little company together and with the cribs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got like 2 people together, 10, that's 30,000. We step to the table like 30,000. We snatch up. I mean, companies probably do the auction sale for give or take 15, 13, 20,000. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I got key people that can do all that shit. So I could be working my hand. I mean, I was for real, man, I had an epiphany. I woke up the other day, man, on some real shit. I'm not leaving the fucking screen. I'm not going no fucking way. I'm about to die this motherfucking time, get these fucking properties point blank. Point fucking blank. Real talk, all jokes aside, because I'm telling you right now, man. This is the foundation. What am I running for? Anything. I'm going to travel, go other places, but fuck, I'm about to get it in right here and grab these fucking cribs, man. Fuck that. I got to. Yeah, by the block. I got to. I've been here too long. It's too easy.
When you see Scranton looking like in 30 years? You think he's going to grow or decline?
Well, you know, it's always growing, but when you say grow, to what extent? You know what I'm saying? As far as population's always grown, the ethnicity, as far as like the no, I said the wrong word. The like far as like the nationalities of all these different races, it grew crazy. The Hispanics grew crazily. Blacks is picked up a lot.
So you gonna want to pick up just a few properties and maintain them, or
accumulate as much as I can. To the day I die, that's
type of time. I want to go home and do that shit, man.
But in all reality, this is home for me. Yeah. I get it when you come. I get that, but this is home. So with that being said, that's why I said this is the foundation. I got to get it established here, then branch off. Cause just like it's here, just like it's in Carolina, this shit's everywhere. Yeah. Everywhere, everything we living in, this shit living in this shit right now, we standing in right now. This shit that been flipped about 100 times. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit.
10 stacks, man.
I'm telling you, man, like we do some shit like that, yo, it's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know, then we gotta play a hand with the little properties, with tax sales and all that. You know what I mean? To get them real cheap. Got key people to put them shit together. And we doing a lot of a little bit of the shit that we can't. That's why I told my man, I said, you know, we gotta really make this shit happen, man. That's why I said, you know what? That's what I'm gonna fuck around. I'm gonna fuck with this gig. And just from the paper standpoint, for the banks, and the numbers is looking good. So I think I gotta suck it up. You know what I mean? Cause like I said, this ain't no 30-year plan for me with these fucking jobs. So if I gotta suck it up for 2 years, bro, work on the fucking weekends to get my foot in the door and do what I gotta do, who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the rest of my life to do whatever the fuck I want. Running my own shit. Cause like I told you, man, I kid you not, I'm not fucking playing, man. I'm not working no 60, so I'm done at like 55, not even. I'm trying to be done at like 50. When I mean like 50, like not working for nobody else.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? I'm not working to get to that Social Security point like fucking my man old head Tom Higgins. You know what I mean? Oh, I can retire now. I'm not working to that so I can retire and get that check now. I need them checks coming in now. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can retire whenever. Yeah. I want to retire when I want to retire. Not when you tell me I gotta retire, or not because I can't, because I gotta get to that point to get this money coming in because I got no other income coming. All I'm doing is relying on these checks. So I gotta crack my head for 30 years to get that punk ass $1,200 a month. I mean, I have to slave for 30 years.
What are you trying to do, man? I'm hungry, dude.
Come on, let's go downstairs. You know what we gotta do.
We gotta go eat some. Let me put some clothes on.
Chain.
entertain these dudes for a minute.
Pass, homie.
I retired at 60.
Who said that?
420 Advocates. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's what we're trying not to do, yo. We're really trying to retire at 45 or 50.
Retire at my own comfortable age.
Yeah. Because there's an older guy who works with us right now. He's like
comfortable.
He's like 63. Like, and our job is not a real hard job, but it ain't easy for a 63-year-old dude either. But it's like, but you had to work his whole life because he had, 3 kids, house there, man. Like, I ain't trying to do that shit either, bro. Honestly, I swear I ain't trying to do that shit, man.
It's not going down.
That's why I'm trying to. I've been thinking about properties. I got a little house and a little bit of land in South Carolina, man. I can build off of that shit. Yeah, that's done. It's dry and everything. You can flip it around. That's good and dry. I need to actually put a varnish on that shit. But, I'm gonna go throw some clothes on real quick. Now I grow the best weed in the world.
Who said that? Do that? Retire at 60?
His name 420 Advocates.
Oh yeah,
he advocate 420. Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that. I need some of the best weed in the world.
Absolutely. It's my business deal.
Word.
Shit with these cats for a minute. Let me go throw some shit.
Depression is a tangle of multiple feelings.
Oh, never mind. I'll turn it. Yo, we about to go eat, yo.
Feel tired.
I was gonna let my man host y'all for a minute, but
difficulty concentrating.
I ain't a penny. They ain't trying to help me.
Hey, you and my man 420 could have.
All that nigga doing is just smoking. All he doing rolling. Boy, he ain't even say they nigga get high and choking.
You about to get out of here. Peace, guys.